The cause of a house fire in Lycoming County has been ruled arson. Today is Wednesday, August 6th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. There is still an air quality alert today due to smoke from wildfires in central Canada. Otherwise, today will be hazy, mostly cloudy, and a high in the low 80s. The Sun-Gazette reports a third person has been arrested for a retaliatory shooting in March that occurred at the Penvale housing project. Jason Applewhite was picked up Tuesday morning in Latrobe. Investigators allege he was part of a group who traveled to the 1500 block of Randall Circle with the intention of firing shots into a home. No one was injured in the shooting, although a teenage boy was alone inside the home at the time. The alleged gunman, 21-year-old Demir Sams Glover, was picked up last week, as was 16-year-old Carew Rory. Glover remains jailed. Rory is free on bail. Applewhite, who is facing multiple charges, including reckless endangering, is also jailed. It's believed the shooting was in retaliation for the fatal shooting of 15-year-old Amin Palmer that occurred in the parking lot of TGI Fridays the day before the incident at the Penvale housing project. A one-story, four-unit apartment building at 1927 Princeton Avenue in Old Lycoming Township was the scene of a two-alarm fire Tuesday afternoon. The flames spread quickly into the attic, and it took firefighters about an hour to bring it under control. All the occupants were able to safely escape. Fire officials report the fire has been ruled accidental and electrical in nature. It was determined that it broke out in a vacant apartment that contractors were renovating and caused by an arcing main electrical feed inside a wall. As many as 5 people were displaced. There were no injuries. A fire that destroyed a home in Lycoming County was intentionally set. Late at night on March 26th, the family's dog alerted the occupants to the fire in their home at 6097 Pleasant Valley Road. 2 adults and 2 children were able to escape unharmed. Investigators determined the fire originated on the front porch of the home and rapidly spread to the interior. The home was a total loss. Fire debris that was collected by the state police fire marshal tested positive for an accelerant that was present on the front porch. Therefore, the fire was ruled an act of arson. Anyone with information regarding the incident is asked to contact the Pennsylvania State Police tip line at 1-800-472-8477. About 50 people showed up to the most recent public hearing regarding a proposed concentrated animal feeding operation and solar farm in Muncie Creek Township. The Sun-Gazette reports civil engineer John Zartman testified that the facility will not have an adverse impact on nearby residents. However, locals remain concerned about odors, light trespassing, and water runoff. A hearing concerning the CAFO will be continued Thursday, September 4th. A separate hearing to consider the solar array at the same site is set for August 20th. Both meetings are at 7 p.m. at the Muncie Area Volunteer Fire Company. Penn Live is reporting that a Little League team from Venezuela will be able to play in the World Series in South Williamsport after all. The team received approval from the federal government to participate in this year's series after they were granted a national exemption to enter the United States. The effort reportedly required the intervention of Pennsylvania Senator David McCormick and a personal sign-off from Secretary of State Mark Rubio. The team's status was in limbo after a senior division team from the same country was previously denied visas. According to Penn Live, Little League International was notified by the State Department that the players, manager, and coaches on the team received their visas late last week. Venezuela will play Puerto Rico on the opening game of the World Series at 1 o'clock on August 13th. And the Grand Slam Parade will kick off the 78th Annual Little League World Series as Williamsport welcomes the 20 teams. The parade steps off Tuesday, August 12th at 5 o'clock at the intersection of Maynard and West 4th Streets and travels down West 4th Street and ends at Market Street. In addition to showcasing the teams, there will be over 100 units that will include bands, dance groups, floats, fire trucks, and more. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.